Welcome you on Oman Sport TV, and let's start with the Brazil match. They could defeat South Korea 4-1. How you saw the match?
There are some matches at this World Cup that you feel honoured to have been present at, and that was one of those matches. The crowd was phenomenal, but the football just rose another level. We were all saying that was the match that Brazil arrived at this World Cup at. You could talk about all of the goals, they were all phenomenal, but I've got to point out Richarlison, the third goal, the bouncing of the ball on his head before the intricate quick passing between Marquinhos and Thiago Silva before slotting it away. We just stood up and applauded, and I had goosebumps following that match.
I mean, South Korea, they faced a very difficult opponent yesterday.
They're a very difficult opponent, and actually they didn't have a lot of time between matches. Brazil had a longer rest time, and looking at South Korea, they were exhausted, and that did show on the pitch. But equally, they set up South Korea in a way that was good for Brazil, and the way that Brazil play their football. So yes, Brazil were fantastic. Yes, they had Neymar back, and it was samba football, but I think South Korea also played into their hands a little bit.
How was the impact of the coming back of Neymar? How was it?
It lifts the team. They have their central point, their focal point for all their play to come around. It feels like him and Richarlison have got a very good understanding, and you see this at the end of when they've scored a goal in the celebrations and the dances together. There's, I think it was Richarlison, Neymar, Danilo, and Paqueta. They're all doing the dance together. There's such a real team mentality, which you might not expect when you have such big personalities. But Neymar just slots in, and you can see that there is a togetherness with this Brazil team.
Great. Now, Croatia and Japan, they went to penalty, and Croatia could win in the end. How was Japan in this tournament?
I was again fortunate enough to see them beat Spain in the third round of the group stage, and they arrived in second halves a couple of times, and when they got the subs right, they played fantastic, fast-flowing football, and they were exciting. That second half against Spain was one of my highlights of the tournament, and a lot of people scoffed at them when their manager said back in November that we're here to make the quarterfinals. Now, they didn't quite make it. They came up against a very dogged opponent in Croatia. They were the runners-up last time out, of course, but I think they've really proven themselves, Japan, that they're a force in world football, and as a West, we shouldn't be snobbish towards them at all. They were a really good team, really fun to watch, and I think they can only get better.
Great. Today, Morocco will face Spain, a very big match. How you see it?
I've seen all of Spain's games. I haven't seen in person any of Morocco's games, but I have this sneaky feeling about Morocco. I really like what they've been doing. I think that they can potentially cause an upset. I think of the two games today, this is one where, again, I use the word upset from an English perspective because we expect Spain and Portugal to go through. But having watched Spain, they pass, and yes, they were very good against Costa Rica. Germany, they probably should have won that game, and then they lost to Japan. The defence of Spain can be got at. They haven't got a strong defence. They are capable of making mistakes and errors, and I think Hakimi and Ziyech can really counter that. And their goalkeeper, Unai Simon, he's maybe just takes too much time on the ball. I think if you press him and put him under pressure, Morocco can score a goal and cause a shock.
Great. The other match, Portugal and Switzerland. Ronaldo will be available again tonight. How you see this match?
Well, this is the question, because now even the Portuguese manager is talking about Ronaldo as someone who's not being a bit of a team player. We've seen this at Manchester United, and he's left. And so there is a rift, it feels like, they're coming within the Portuguese camp. So, yeah, I think he will play, but it's not all about Ronaldo. It's been about Bruno Fernandes more. But Switzerland, they are good. They are a really good team. We kind of forget about them, but Granit Xhaka is on a phenomenal season. He is the player to watch. Switzerland managed to reduce Brazil to just one goal, and I think, again, this is going to be a tough game. If one of the games are going to go to extra time, possibly penalties, it will be Portugal-Switzerland.
Thank you so much, Abby.
No worries. Thank you.